Hello again. A long time no see. I had a busy summer. That's one of the reasons why I haven't given a recent update. Summer's over, and this is what's happened over the summer. I got a little bit off track, had birthday, my husband's and mine, and our anniversary. Ate out a couple times this summer. Did not stay strictly when we went out. I had string beans, mashed potato, and I guess I had a dessert. And that was a few times during the summer. That said, I was staying at 235 for a long time. It went down to 230, 231. And again, I'm stalled. That said, dandruff is gone. Face is very soft. My skin is very soft. It's almost baby soft. My rosacea isn't 100% gone yet. I do break out, and mostly because when I did break out, I had something I shouldn't have had, and that was like the dessert. Or I had some canned biscuits. That did me in. Cannot have artificial anything. I do once in a while have monk fruit with allulose. But as far as anything else, no. It will not. I can't. I have to make everything. If I'm going to eat it, I have to make it at home. It's just all it is to it. I know what I put in my things, how I season my meat, everything. Now, update on my blood pressure. Last time I mentioned it went down. It did, but it went right back up after a week. I don't even think it was a week, and it went right back up to 150, 155, between 147 to 155. And then sometimes it went down, and then it would go right back up, and it would go down, and there would be stretches of weeks, and then it would go down, and then it would go down for 3, 4, maybe 5 days and go back up. Those were the times I had either string beans or mashed potatoes or something like that when we went out, and it would go down. So I did an experiment. I love basil, and I make my own pesto out of it. I grow it here in my container garden. I put use avocado oil, Parmesan cheese, and pecans with a little bit of chipotle sauce in it. I call it my Texas pesto. Started putting that on my plate with a pat of butter. Pop in the microwave for a few seconds to warm it up, and put my steak right on top of it. Blood pressure back down. Green beans, once in a while, blood pressure back down. Something about staying high protein, I don't know what it is. This is what I'm talking about, when you can either be a Pharisee and live by the letter of the law as far as being a carnivore, or you can live by the spirit of the law, which is my health, is what's more important. I feel so much better with my blood pressure down. I'm not as tired. My motivation is there. So will I continue doing this? People would call this Ketovore. Some people say there's no such thing as Ketovore. You're either keto or you're either carnivore. But then those on dairy are considered, if they eat meat and have a little bit of dairy, that's okay. That's carnivore, but not if you introduce an avocado or something into it. I have to disagree. If I'm just adding, all I'm adding is maybe an avocado, green beans once in a while, or my pesto, hey, I still consider I'm on carnivore. Or the term Ketovore is what I really like. But the keto part is deceiving because I'm not using almond flour. I don't do anything that says it's keto and eat it. I don't, nothing processed. And I'm very limited on 3 or 4 things that I will eat that's not carnivore. So I can't say that I'm a true keto because I won't eat most things that people consider keto. So you can live by the letter of the law and be a Pharisee, or you can live by the Spirit and do what your body tells you that you need. So a lot of the Dr. Shafees and berries and stuff might disagree with me, but this is one thing that you need to do is experiment for yourself. I came across this by accident, and the only reason I found this out is because I did go off when we went out to eat. I had the mashed potato, I had the string bean, and then find out that my blood pressure went down. So do what you got to do, experiment and whatnot. I had to go back on magnesium and the iodine. The magnesium, I started having cramps at night again, so back on magnesium. Rosacea, still way better than it was. The pores, as I said before, these pores closed up, then these pores closed up, and now it's mostly through here. I've always had blackheads since I was a teenager. Now my nose it's the part that breaks out mostly, and it's slowly, the pores are cleaning out and the blackheads. So I knew when I did my research, when I started carnivore and into rosacea, that it would take at least a year for it to clear up. And I went through a war with the rosacea, the detoxing and whatnot. I know there's a low-grade infection in my body, whether it's still the diverticulitis or not. And it's been a long time, and I just got that little itchy thing behind my neck, I think, in my lymph nodes. And that flared up this past week because I had those biscuits. Artificial flavor, artificial ingredients, preservatives. No. Good news, also, I bought a electric smoker. It's an East Oak. Got it on Amazon Prime Days. It's been a game changer. You can take cheap cuts meat, put it in there, and it comes out tasting so good. So I can make my own sugar-free sauces. I've made jerky, sugar-free jerky. I smoked a pork loin. I smoked a chuck roast. Doesn't come out like exactly like brisket, but it was great. So, and I've done chicken thighs. It's a game changer, and it adds flavor and taste that, during a week you just want to change. So it's been great. All right, it's 10 minutes. I don't like to go over 10 minutes, but I just needed to give you this quick update, and I'll try to do better in the coming weeks and keeping you updated. A quick snack. Take whipped cream, whip it up to really stiff, not into butter, but make it stiff and airy. Add a little vanilla. If you want it sweet, do the monk fruit with the allulose. It just takes a tiny bit. Take an ice cream scoop, put it on either silicone mats and or parchment paper. Take the scoop out piles of that whipped cream and freeze it. No egg, no nothing, just the whipped cream, a little bit of vanilla, you don't need much. And you got your fat bombs. And I was having problems with my stomach. Take that at night. Oh, and also sleeping. Take one of those out of the freezer. You freeze them, then put them in a container or your Ziploc bag or whatever, and then have that snack before you go to bed. Oh, better than the ice cream recipes out there. So good. And that's my little tip for now. See you next time. Good day, and may God bless.